Hey, this is Hristo again, your local fitness expert, and I have Dr. Glidden again next to me, and he will be talking about joint health. And it's a very interesting topic, and it's not going to take long. I know your time is very limited, so let's get right to the topic, Doctor.
Hristo, it's always a pleasure. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Very happy to be helping here because this is an important topic, and you know, knowledge is power, right? Joint issues, arthritis, tendinitis, bone spurs, osteopenia, osteoporosis, osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis. Well, rheumatoid arthritis has a bacterial component to it, but all the others, in addition to rheumatoid arthritis to a small degree, are caused by, are you ready? Drum roll, please.
I'm always ready.
A simple calcium deficiency. That's what causes it. Period.
Simple calcium deficiency.
Deficiency. It's not caused by anything else. It's a calcium deficiency disease. All of these illnesses are calcium deficiency diseases, period, which are exacerbated or aggravated or affected more negatively by the type of foods that we eat. All right, and let me explain how this happens. Bone, in its natural healthy state, is like hard plastic. You know, it's like that hard plastic that they use to make water pipes out of, okay? There's a little bit of flexibility and a little bit of bend in it, but it's a hard substance that has a lot of structural integrity to it. Bone is made out of a glucosamine matrix. A glucosamine matrix that calcium and phosphorus and silica are laid down on top of. It's like a skeleton that then the calcium gets deposited onto, and the calcium is the main structural hardening component of bone. All right? Now, when we become undercalcified, when we don't have enough calcium in the diet, and we're eating foods which suck calcium from our bones, foods like red meat and soda pop, these all suck calcium from the bones, and I'll explain that mechanism in another video. But when calcium is sucked from our bones because of improper diet, because nobody told us that, and we don't get enough calcium going down the hatch every day, we develop a calcium deficiency. So here's what happens. Your bones start to lose their calcium, and what happens is the hard integrity of the bone becomes affected and the bone starts to soften. And it gets to be more pliable and more like putty. Okay? It's a bit of an exaggeration, but the bone loses its integrity, and so when the tendon is attached to the bone and the muscles attached to the tendon, and you work out and you run or you lift stuff, and the muscle is stretching and the tendon is pulling on the bone, the tendon will actually, where it's attached to the bone, lift off a little bit because now the bone is pliable like putty.
I see, yeah.
Okay? And so the stress from the tendon as it attaches to the bones pulls a little bit of the bone away with it because now the bone is soft and pliable.
It's not that solid anymore.
That's right, because it doesn't have enough calcium. So when this happens, that's not good from a structural point of view, and this is the main cause of bone spurs. Okay, this is what causes a bone spur. And then calcium and glucosamine are vital mineral components, structural components to the joint cartilage itself and how the joint attaches to the bone. So when you have a gross calcium deficiency, you're going to have glucosamine deficiency, and these will impede the integrity of the joint, period. You can't, you can't run the car with more than 1 mile with a thimbleful of gas in the tank, right? Something's going to give out. The car has to stop if you don't have enough gas in the tank. Well, if you don't have enough calcium in the body, the bones will become softer, and that's the groundwork for generating an arthritic illness. Now, this is interesting, because the whole goal of exercise is to make the body stronger.
Yes.
Right? When you're exercising, you're lifting weights, you're doing, lunges, you're doing squats, you're doing whatever it is that you're doing, you're putting stress on the bone because you're working the muscles, and the muscles are all attached to the bones. That's how we move our bodies. So this is why athletes will rupture a tendon, rupture a ligament, blow out their knees. Tiger Woods, basketball players blow out their knees, hockey players blow out their knees, because they're putting a lot of stress on the system, which is undercalcified, because they're not attending to their calcium needs through their diet. And as a matter of fact, most people unwittingly are consuming foods that are robbing calcium from the body at the same time. So again, just like we talked about in the video about exercise without nutrition is dangerous, but exercise with nutrition will save your life, this is a small subset of that. So exercise without proper calcium intake, right, will actually hurt the joints and hurt the cartilage and hurt the ligaments and hurt the tendons, because exercise stresses those organs, or not those organs, those components of the body. So when we're stressing those parts of the body, we want to make sure that they're strong and that they can handle the stress. And as any NASA astronaut will tell you, the more exercise you do, weight-bearing exercise, the stronger your bones get, but only
if you have enough calcium.
If you have enough calcium, right?
Very interesting.
You need your calcium supplement, and not all calcium supplements are created equal, which is why you can go into a health food store and there's 20 calcium supplements. This one costs $5 and this one costs $55, and what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in another video.
Thank you. As I always coach the people that I work with, you have to exercise, but nutrition is probably the main thing they need to focus on first.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. And if we do both, right, and like there's smart ways to exercise and there's stupid ways to exercise, right? You can exercise not knowing what you're doing and hurt yourself, right? You can do the wrong exercises in the wrong groups and actually hurt yourself. So this is why we're so good together. This is the best of both worlds. This is the exercise expert and the nutrition expert. You put those together, that's a winning combination every time.
It just doubles up the power.
Triples up.
Triples up.
Quadruples up.
Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you found it interesting, and soon we're going to be coming up with even more interesting videos. Stay tuned.